can we like go back to what was going on in that moment? When it wasn't clear whether or not WrestleMania was actually going to happen. And for anyone who doesn't understand, we're talking about an event that brings over 100,000 people from around the world. So it is a global event. When it wasn't really clear whether or not that was going to happen or not, just talk a little bit about what was going on in the wrestling community.
Yeah, so WrestleMania, it's pretty much like a week-long event. It takes over. It's you look at WrestleMania and you kind of compare it to like a CMA Fest or a big, the Super Bowl. It's a week-long thing. And, with WrestleMania being in Tampa, you look at all of, it just doesn't affect WWE for them not canceling. It affects all the local indie people because when there's WrestleMania, you got Impact and ROH and all these like big name indie guys, they come down to where WrestleMania is and they host their events, around WrestleMania to grab those people. Cause that's where a lot of the indie guys make a lot of money at the beginning of the years because of WrestleMania. So we all sat around and we were waiting and waiting. You sit here and see, the NBA, they're like, we're done with the season for right now. We're postponing it. You've got NHL that's postponing it. You've got hockey, you've got baseball, you've got everything. But here's Vince McMahon in Tampa saying, nah, you know what? We're going to have WrestleMania. We're going to wait until they say, hey, it's shut down. We're not doing it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he was the one to basically say, you're going to have to tell me to shut down.
Right.
Basically, right?
And, you look at Vince McMahon and there's some stuff that you kind of sit there and think, you don't like Vince McMahon, which we can kind of talk about that later with the releasings and whatnot. But Vince McMahon's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. Like, he realizes how much money was going to get lost if he canceled WrestleMania because it is a big thing. People from around the world come to wherever WrestleMania is. And you got to think it was in Raymond James Stadium. So we're thinking, what, over 100,000, 200,000, give or take, depending on how many's on the floor and whatnot. So you got to think people, hotels, like it's not just WWE that's getting affected. It's all of Tampa, hotels, airlines, tourists. Everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a really, really big event that cities bid on to have because it's going to be an economic boon. That's right. That's exactly right.
Right.